Hello guys, before I'm gonna make this video, I just want to tell you that this will be the last video for 2 weeks long because I'm going on vacation and it's very unlikely that I can get enough privacy there that I can make a YouTube video that at least has quality, has good quality. This video will be really fun for you guys because I got two phones this time, so please keep on watching. It will be a really long video. I put in an 8 GB SD card in my phone that doesn't have any problems instead of the really problematic and annoying 64 GB SD card that may actually be a fake SD card since it has a lot of problems. So I can make this video as long as I want because 8 gigs is enough and I'm filming in 720p. So yesterday, let's just tell the full story. Yesterday, I got a GPU in my computer that was started to overheat. So I want to take out and it was passively cooled. So I want to take out a fan out of a computer and just put it inside of my computer and just put it on top of that graphics card. But then when I want to take the fan out, my dad said I may have something for you that you can play with on vacation. And he handed two phones to me. And here they are. A Samsung Galaxy A40, yes, that's right, a mother freaking Galaxy A40, and even better, a Huawei P8, my first ever Huawei phone in my collection. Welcome Huawei to my home, I guess. And this A40 is absolutely amazing. This phone, this A40, is gonna be my next camera for my YouTube channel. And you're probably thinking, why? Well, my phone is dying on storage, and yes, I'm gonna put that 8 gig card inside of here. But this one has 64 GB. And you're probably thinking, well, the A40 has such good specs. AMOLED screen 1080p. Yes, the screen is better than my phone. It's AMOLED instead of IPS LCD and 1080p and plus 720p. But you're probably thinking, well, is this phone not your main? Well, it has some problems. Both of these phones have charging problems. The Huawei has severe charging problems. And they're both cracked. And you're probably thinking, well, I can't see any cracks on the A40 apart from the little crack in here. And the Huawei looks fresh. And you're probably thinking, wow, the A40 is in really good shape. Look at the back of this thing. Isn't that absolutely horrendous? Look at the scratches. It almost looks like it's frosted or something. There's even a freaking dent in here. I really like the black. I would have gotten a white, but I don't really care. This phone is amazing. And even use freaking USB-C. So let's first get into the Huawei. The Huawei didn't work at first and didn't charge. This phone already turned on, but the battery was dead. And we'll get into software and specs later. But the Huawei didn't want to charge, and this one wanted to charge some of the time. It wanted to charge when I put the charging port um, in a certain way. But this one was passcode locked. So my dad and it was from a guy that my father knows. So he even knew his password. So I just put it in the password and then I reset it. So both of these are now reset. This one didn't have a password, the Huawei, but the Huawei was full of pictures. There was only 5 gigs of storage still remaining. And you're probably thinking, well, take a look at the. Let me take a look at the back. I absolutely love this P8, by the way. It's so amazing. It looks so good. But yeah, even the top glass is shattered. It looks so much like an iPhone 5S. When he handed this to me, I thought it was an iPhone 6 because of the antenna band here. This phone looks gorgeous, to be really honest. It looks really, really good. But the micro USB port has seen some better days. Yeah, see that little piece of fluff inside of there? I can't get that out. I tried everything. I've cleaned the micro USB port and the USB-C port of the A40. Um, like I don't know, an hour straight in total today and yesterday with two different plastic tools, and it really helped. The A40 charges perfectly fine now. Apart from sometimes complaining about the charger that I use. And the Huawei finally works. When I tilt the charger slightly this way, the Huawei stopped charging yesterday. But now it doesn't do that anymore. It's still loose. It doesn't click in. Same goes for the A40. For some reason, even USB-C doesn't click in correctly. But USB-C can take damage much better than micro USB. I just noticed. So yeah, that is really really good. Both of these phones work. The A40 got haywire when I tested it. So yesterday I went and got my power bank, and the Samsung supported fast charging, so I got it on there. Yes, this phone is free and it supports freaking fast charging. Can you believe it? I don't. So the Huawei showed a red what is it called? A battery icon with a red Thunderbolt logo, or whatever you wanna call it. So the voltage was too low, and I left it on charge for like an hour, and then it got green. And after that, it showed that it was charging at 0% after a really long time of charging. So the Huawei worked, and it just started working, and then I just turned it on with like 8%, and it started charging really fast. So the Huawei perfectly works. Even the battery is still great on the Huawei despite its age. And surprisingly, Huawei is on its original Android version and not on Android 6. It's running Lollipop. So let's turn all of these on. Let's first turn on the Huawei because we're talking about this one. Everything works. Charging works. Well, it sort of works, but not. But it's not that tight. But it does fit, and it does keep charging this time. It didn't do that first. Speaker is amazing on this thing. It looks beautiful. It even has the old boot up, which I really love, so I'm not gonna update. The design is absolutely amazing on the back. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks heavily used, but compared to the A40, nah, no LCD issues at all. Let me just show you the cracks real quick. As you can see, there's a crack here, and one that goes across here, which is kind of fuzzy. There's one giant crack here and a little thing here. The A40 has survived much better. There's only one little crack in the corner there. So yeah, the Huawei is 81% charged. Vibration motor works. Everything works. The camera works. The A40 also does, but it has a little bit of issues. Both camera works. There's no issue with the camera at all. Flash works. So I tested a lot of this, and even the touchscreen fully works. It has 3 gigs of RAM and sadly only 60 gigabytes of storage, but I have like 10 gigabytes free on this phone, which is more than enough. I was shocked when I saw that only 5 gigs available, but resetting this phone didn't help. There were still tons of pictures on there. So now that they are gone, this is a fully working Huawei P8 that I really absolutely love. This is the GRA LO9 model, if you're into that. This is not a different model, and it's the silver color. It's not the champagne color. It's the no, it's the metal color. No, the what is it? What's it called? I have no idea. um, you got 2 SIM card slots. Your really fuzzy power button and just your volume buttons. It does have a headphone jack that works. The phone wasn't that dusty. Apart from the micro USB port being kind of fuzzy, it does plug in, but I can maybe show you what it does when I do plug it in. Well, no, it just pops out. It just pops out easily, but it does make contact. And I've been trying to clean it fully. So everything works about this Huawei. So before we're gonna get into the specs and everything, let's turn on the A40 and take a look at that. So a little bit of a story. When I plugged them into the power bank, the Huawei just needed a long charge. But the A40 started going crazy. It first showed the charging logo, but then it kept stuck on this Samsung logo. It just got onto the Samsung logo, and then it went black and did that and rebooted like that. It did that a million times until I plugged that thing into the Qualcomm quick charge port of my power bank, and then after a few minutes or so, it finally stopped going haywire, and it was like 20% charged. So yeah. This phone did work at the beginning. The back looks really nice, apart from the horrendous scratches. Yes, I did clean this. This is not filth. This is literally scratched. And I thought, why didn't this thing come with a case in the box? But when I watched the unboxing, yes, Samsung is so stupid. They didn't even put a case in the box. Phone I'm currently using is $100 cheaper than this thing, and it comes with a freaking case. Yep. So crappy as Samsung sometimes. It runs Android 10, which I didn't expect. My goodness, this phone is so good. It's literally better and more powerful than the one I'm recording on. Um, it is really, really quick and really fast. It's much faster than the A10 my friend is currently using. This is the SMA 405 FN model, so this one has NFC. Same goes for the Huawei, even that thing has NFC, which is nice. As you can see, it is on a really, really old patch. It's on 1st of December 2020, so that may mean why the battery was dead. It hasn't been used in a very long time, but did this thing get Android 10 before 2021? That's nice. That's good. Does it have to, oh, it even has that rotate feature right there. That if you press this, it will rotate like that. My phone also has that. Nice, Samsung. You're picking features from Motorola. Anyways, One UI 2.0 and Android 10. It does support Android 11 if I recall correctly, but I'm not gonna update it to that because all the Samsung devices that I have that are fully updated to their latest Androids are either slow as heck or have battery draining issues. So I'm not gonna do that since this phone has a smaller 3100 milliamp hour battery, and since it did go haywire when I tried to turn it on for the first time. So otherwise than that, it fully works. There's only a tiny crack, which I don't mind. Screen is in really, really good shape there. Just minor scratches, but not that much as on the Huawei. The Huawei is definitely much more used. It fully works. Camera works. The only problem with this camera, I said something when I was reviewing the Huawei, and that is because since the camera is so scratched, it may actually be a plastic lens. Um, the wide angle lens is basically crap, and I can show you why. See this spot here? That it's really, really foggy, and I don't want that because I absolutely, I really love the wide angle lens. I've never had a phone in my in my life before that has a wide angle lens, apart from my father's phone. But I can't seem to activate it on my father's phone, so that is really, really sucky. Yes, it definitely uses that 5 megapixel sensor. I really love it, but as you can see, that is foggy. So yeah, those are scratches, by the way. Good camera, 60 megapixels. I don't know what to say. This phone is just way too good. The main attraction for me is that this thing has an AMOLED screen and it's 1080p. I didn't expect that for 250 bucks. Absolutely gorgeous screen, by the way. The Huawei, I really love this phone as well. Let's get to the specs later, but now the camera real quick. It runs Android 5 instead of 6. The camera works better on the Huawei, but it looks less of a quality. The phone feels amazing in the hand. The bezels aren't as ridiculously small as on the Samsung, so I can just hold it like this. Not that I don't like the bezels on the Samsung A40. This thing has smaller bezels than the phone I'm using right now. So this phone is absolutely amazing. But I ain't putting my SIM card in it if it has freaking charging issues. So yeah, my phone is more reliable. And my phone that I'm using right now has a bigger battery and I need good battery life. So yeah, as you can see, here you got me. The front camera is like 5 megapixel, I don't know. But it fully works. Um, It has no 30 megapixels. That's right, 30 megapixels. 3 gigs of RAM is gonna be really nice, especially on a Android version as low as 5. Love these icons. I really want a Huawei before that has these icons. Battery life is great compared to all this. This looks ridiculously much like MIUI 7, but yeah. So nice device. Don't really know what I'm gonna do with this. Probably not gonna do a gaming test on this. With the A40, I'm definitely going to do some benchmarks and other things about it. And definitely going to use it as a camera. Fingerprint scanner works. Fast charging works, but I don't have the original fast charger. I can only charge it with my power bank. And my power bank has like 30 watts of power. So yeah. So everything works about this. The specifications are from the Huawei are a Kirin 930, and I'm interested in to see how a Kirin processor is gonna perform because I've never had a device before that has that. Um, it's a Kirin 930, so I don't really know what to expect, but it's almost as fast as the Samsung. Because it's on its original Android version. This thing originally ran. Oh, that's nice. originally ran Android 9, but it now runs 10. I'm not gonna update it to Android 11. Not even gonna update it to Huawei. May put a custom ROM on it, but that will be very unfortunate because I want to keep this cool EMUI skin, whatever. I may custom ROM the A40 if the battery life drains or I'm having multiple issues because I want this phone to run perfectly fine. I may put a custom ROM on it, but I'm only gonna put custom ROMs on this if they are really good. I've only put a custom ROMs on Samsung phones before because they're just the easiest to put custom ROMs on. So I know what I'm doing, guys. I've never tried a different device before because they're just really hard to do because you can easily flash a Samsung phone because you can use Odin and you can put it in download mode. And that is how to flash the original stock ROM. So yeah, may keep it original. Not totally sure. May actually flash Android 9 on it instead of 10, just to see how that will run. But I'm not sure. The Huawei has just seen better days. It is really cracked. I may actually replace the screen because the back is not made out of glass. Yeah, this top. So it's much easier to replace. I may replace the screen, not totally sure. It looks to be working perfectly fine. It goes to its max brightness perfectly fine as well. Really amazingly bright screen that looks really good. Um, but the main thing that I noticed when I dusted out the Samsung is there's tons of dust inside of here compared to the Huawei. Because as you can see, there's a lot of dust inside of that charging port. The headphone jack didn't look any better. The USB-C port looked much better. By the way, this device is only like, I don't know, 5.7 inch, 5.9 inch, I'm not sure. But I absolutely love this device. I've never had a Samsung device before that's this new, and I'm absolutely gonna use it. But another thing is, although the Samsung perfectly works fine, I may experience battery issues because when I clean the charging port and turn it back on, it has literally slurped 10% when it was fully powered off. So yeah, I did charge these before reviewing. The Huawei was 81% when I took it off the charger, and the Samsung was like, I don't know, 70%. Yep, 70%. No 120 hertz display or 90 hertz, but my goodness, if this phone had a 90 hertz display, I would have already put my SIM card inside of there because I love the 120 hertz display on my dad's phone. So this one has 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage. It's not the 128 gig model, but who cares? 64 gig is more than enough. It's exactly what my phone currently has. I can top it off to 128 gigs by using that crappy SD card that I put it inside of the phone that I'm currently recording on. The AMOLED screen is amazing. It's honestly so good that I don't actually really know what to do with it other than sell it. But replacing the screen on this is definitely not worth it because the crack in the side is so small that replacing the screen will actually do more damage to the device than not doing that. May replace the back, but I don't know how much worth it is. It really depends on how hard it is to get this device to do that. Let's just try a few stuff, okay? Let's just try the fingerprint. So we're just gonna put in this. There we go. I just want to try the fingerprint scan. Oh, yeah, yep. No, that's not the same password as on my phone, so let's locate it. At first I thought this was a A20, but when I turned it on, I thought, oh my goodness, this is a freaking A40. Thank goodness, because the A20 is not that good of a device. It's just meh. It's not even an AMOLED display. The RAM is just 2 gigabytes. And then and even then, the Huawei would have been a better option to use as a camera for my YouTube channel. 31 milliamp hour battery on the Samsung that I'm a little bit worried about because it's not that big of a battery. It does have AMOLED screen, but it also has 1080p. So that, yeah, my phone has bigger battery and a smaller display resolution. So, yep, that will save more battery. So let's try the fingerprint scanner. Yep, fully works. That's ridiculously fast. Wow. So let's try the face recognition. Let's first turn off the fingerprint print. Jesus. There we go. Let's try face unlock. I absolutely don't like face unlock because I've literally this was let me tell you a little bit of a story. My friend has a tablet, a really cheap Acer tablet, and we tried doing face unlock on that. We took a really bad picture of myself, and we registered face unlock on the device and took a really bad picture of myself. We pointed the picture at the tablet and it literally recognized it. It was so bad of a picture. I can't believe it. Just don't use face unlock. It's not safe at all. At first, with the Huawei, I thought this was like a P9 or a P10, but then no. At first, I thought this was a P8, and that I was right. Then I thought it was a P9 and then a P10. Thank goodness this is not a P9, cause the P9 has tons of issues. Oh, you can even select if I am wearing glasses, and yes, I do. Thank you, Samsung. Oh my goodness, that selfie camera needs a little bit of a cleanup. I'll be back. I think the Samsung just said something like, "Take off your glasses," which I didn't even do. Oh my goodness, they have that same crappy feature that I had on a Alcatel device with Android Jelly Bean. That if you blink with your eyes, it's gonna unlock. It was so goddamn buggy on that Alcatel. Can I just show my ugly face to this thing and then we'll unlock? No, you have to turn it on. That is the same animation my friend's Galaxy A10 uses. It looks really bad to me for no reason. Oh, I like that. My goodness, why doesn't it unlock? You just have to swipe up. Definitely not from the iPhone 10. Look at that. Oh, this device is so amazing, man. It really is. My voice is dying. So let's just try. Yeah, yep. Delete. Yep. Biometric. I'm not biometric. I have no idea what that even means. So yeah, fully working A20. And those are a bit of the features. I'm not actually allowed to use this. I'm actually only allowed to use this when I'm going on vacation, which is tomorrow. But I don't really care. I just want to review this thing to you guys. So it fully works. Just a little crack. 1080p AMOLED display. A Exynos 7904 processor. A 4 gigs of RAM, which is the same like the phone I'm using right now. SSD AMOLED display. And it has 64 gigs of storage. So that's the A20. The Huawei has 16 gigs of storage. Android 5.0. This one is Android 10. Android 5.0, and I will show you that it has. Look how fast it is, though. A lot of these things look like they're from Xiaomi. Kirin 920. No, 930. 3 gigs of RAM. 16 gigs of storage. 1080p display, and Android 5. I'm not really a big fan of Android Off. Oh, and EMUI 5.1, 3.1. You can just do this and then it cleans up the RAM. That's really, really good. Still at 80% battery life. It has only drained 1%. So, yep. Great battery life on the Huawei. Didn't expect that for a 2600 mAh battery. So yeah, final conclusion. I really love the Samsung. It's a bit overkill for my collection, let's be honest. But I'm definitely going to use this as a secondary device. I needed one of these because my Galaxy A3 that I use for some tasks, and I say some tasks because it's literally dying. The battery life is really atrocious. It's getting atrocious on my A3 2016. And it's so cracked that I actually don't want to take it with me on vacation. The A3 2016 that I'm using. I want to show it to you guys, but it's currently at my computer because I've ran out of power bricks and I need to charge it. Yes, I'm actually doing stuff for my vacation right now. I need to pack everything in. So yeah, hope you have a good vacation and a good day as well. Really hope you've enjoyed this video and see y'all later in 2 weeks or so.